Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Gators offense will have the opening possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open down.
Turning it on! He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Gators will hustle to the line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Grab behind the line, it's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Back to pass, it's McDonald. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Austin. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moore. And he second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snap it to the back. Oh, what a cut! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
This quarterback part of their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He made the so past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score.
He'll take the deep shot. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Milway. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical downing distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single-covered, double-covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back to pass, it's McDonald. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running into the open space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Gators want to move quickly.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll try to snap it quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Brown. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The clock winds down to 2 minutes and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. To the air, it's McDonald. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. Quick spin on the run. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Utah State up-tempo. To the air. It's McDonald. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Finds his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Creek. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start first and goal. Direct snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Makes the catch at the 45. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Moulton. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Gators are in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Now on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point...
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Looking for room at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Pulls and fired complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score. Plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping it.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Austin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
14. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Finds the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Clinton. He makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Wants to throw it. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Let's go! Let's go!
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Under fire. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Nolan. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team